Hey everyone, this is Karan, and I am really proud to share that I have been officially assigned my own CVE, and that's nothing but CVE 2025 61148. Let me fix this. And from the first day, I have always been curious about the cybersecurity, not just a learning tool or technique, but contributing to the something bigger and helping people and making computer system more secure in the real world. So, in this video, I want to keep things simple and the real. We will talk about the what a CV is and what vulnerability I discovered, and obviously, you will be curious what platform it was affected, and in last, why CV actually matters. So, no exploit, no technical overload, just a real journey. So, without wasting time, let's get started. So before explaining what is actually CV, I would like to show the my CV, which I have been officially assigned publicly. And here you can see on the list, and here's my GitHub article where I have been shown actual report and all, and multiple website has been covered this CV with the researcher name, and it's really feels very good. So let's move to the topic. So first, I think so. Let's talk about what is a CVE and what does it mean. So a CVE is basically public ID given to a real security vulnerability. Once a bug gets a CVE and it becomes a part of the global security records, companies, security teams, and scanners around the world use CVEs to track the risk and fix them. And I hope you have been also used tools like Nuclei or any automated tools who finds the vulnerability. Actually, they work on the CV IDs, and they track the actual vulnerability with the help of IDs. So, in the simple words, a CVE means the issue is real and verified and officially documented, not just a claim. So, now let's talk about what was the vulnerability itself. So, let me start from the beginning. While testing an application, everything was looking normal on the surface. No error, no crashes, no warning. But one thing didn't feel right: how the application handles the user specific data. I ask myself the simple question, right? Should this data really be accessible in this way? And yes, that's the question lead to the discovery of the broken access control issue. Commonly, you can say it is also known as IDOR vulnerability. Let me show the proof from the my GitHub account. So bug was the normally IDO where the user, oh shit, so where a user can change this id, and it can he can easily retrieve the other students data. And it was not about just a data, it was leaking much more critical information, just like their name, roll numbers, and what much amount they are paying, with the date and with the transaction id. And this was the critical issue, because in if we talk about the in the frame of CIA, it was completely affecting the confidentiality. Of course, it is not affecting the integrity and availability, but completely confidentiality. So what does it mean? Simple. What is this? The actual issue was the application trusted the user control input, and that should never happen without properly checking ownership. Because of this, the user could potentially access the other student's sensitive information. This kind of vulnerability is dangerous because it is quiet. Why it is quiet? Because nothing breaks, logs look normal in the server if someone retrieve the other student data, and this leads to sensitive data exposed. That's why this issue is likely matter. So after confirming the issue, I followed the responsible disclosure. No public sharing, no shortcuts. The goal was to protect the user from. So after confirming the issue, I followed the responsible disclosure. No public sharing, no shortcuts. The goal was to protect user first, and then give a platform time to fix the problem properly. Because after validation and review, the vulnerability was officially assigned as I mentioned, 61148 CV 2025. And that moment wasn't about recognition, it was about knowing that the issue was acknowledged and recorded so other could stay protected. Hey, look, if I talk about what was the platform, because my university was using the same platform and other universities was too, क्योंकि वो एक सर्विस बेस्ड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन था जो कि कॉलेजेस और यूनिवर्सिटीज़ को सर्विस प्रोवाइड करता है, ईआरपी बेस्ड, स्टूडेंट मैनेजमेंट, फैकल्टी मैनेजमेंट, एवरीथिंग। सो 150 के ऊपर समथिंग उनके पास क्लाइंट्स है, उस या फिर उससे भी ज़्यादा। और मैंने वल्नरेबिलिटी को कंफर्म करने के लिए अक्रॉस द अदर यूनिवर्सिटीज़ एंड कॉलेजेस मैंने अपने फ्रेंड्स के आईडी से भी इस वल्नरेबिलिटीज़ को चेक किया एंड आई वाज एबल टू रिट्रीव द डेटा। तो उसके बाद मैंने सीईओ और सेल्स और सिक्योरिटी डिपार्टमेंट्स को ईमेल भी लिखा उस वल्नरेबिलिटी को पैच करने के लिए। आज के टाइम पे वो वल्नरेबिलिटी पैच हो चुकी है। सो लेट मी टेल you why CVE matters. Now, look, because once a CV is published, the security teams across the world can track it, access the risk, and make sure it fixed. Because a CV helps the organization prioritize their security and, of course, prevent the same mistake happening from again in their system. They turn individual finding into the collective defense. So look here, listen to me carefully. If you're learning the cybersecurity, here's the biggest lesson I want to share. The most critical vulnerability don't come from the running tools. They come from the curiosity, observation, and asking the right question from yourself. Like, should this really be allowed in your application? Any kind of functionality. So this CV is just a one step in my journey, but it means a lot to me. It's proof a consistent learning, responsible research, and the right mindset can create a real impact. So yes, this is Charon Security. We focus on the finding what attacker would abuse before they do. And before going, I would like to thank you also, because somewhere you have been also supported me a lot. And because of that, I am able to achieve this kind of things. Yes, I will say thank you for watching, and let's see you in the next video.